oh, I can do this, and you actually cannot. So I'm gonna put my faith into Young G. I'm a big fan of his Ember Spirit.
Yeah, I think if anyone's going to do it, it's probably going to be Young G. I'm not a fan of the hero. I think it's dropped off too much, and for what it's lost, the perks of the hero don't make up for it.
Yeah, I think you're right. I cannot go up against that, but we'll see. We'll see how it works. They went for it last pick. I just hope that he doesn't lose the lane way too much, because if the storm pops off and the AA gets a very early level 6, you're gonna be in trouble. So hunting down the Nature's Prophet, I think that's the main thing that you need to be looking at as Shira. If you bring down the Nature's Prophet over and over again, then the Nagasar and Illusions are gonna have free reign of the map.
Do you think that Zayats is going to be super active, trying to gank out? Well, Kami's going to take a shot there from the tower, gets the Sakuchi off, so it doesn't actually connect. But do you think that, this Nature's Prophet has to help put the pressure onto Chihiro Jr. before he gets to 6?
I think he'll probably will. The Zayats, for me, is probably the player of the highest caliber out of the 10 here, and he is the one on whose shoulders the early game is relying on, so I think he can definitely contribute.
Okay, there's going to be a bit of harass till the end. Does get that bounty rune here, so there's going to be 3 bounty runes going the way of Team Klee. But Respect just trying to throw some harass back onto Kami, and Kami already used that Sakuchi. I mean, he's got that one straight off the bat here as well, so 3 branches into the wand, and probably get some tangos on his courier, I do believe. Yeah, some tangos coming out on the courier to be able to sustain in the lane.
We'll see how it works out for them. Overall, though, 3 runes, very nice way to start the game off. But as we always mention it, it's not the worst thing in the world. So Klim Sani4, they shouldn't be super scared. Oh, we lost 3 runes. The game is over, right?
Yeah,
we're not gonna be looking at it like that.
It does mean, I mean, Sweden Strong, even without scaling anything up, he's just looking to get Harasi onto H2O, who has to back himself away. Kami, who changed his name from Dream here as well, just if anyone's wondering, till the end of this H2O, Kami is Dream. It's not standing sets, just how they're called now. But yeah, some harass coming out on that lane. It is going to be interesting to see how they're going to try and play around this. I mean, the Sakuchi should get you away from the trample, but Treant Protector really isn't that fast. He's a little bit tankier, but he could still take lethal damage there from the Decrepify, Nether Blast, and Trample.
The thing is that Treant Protector is susceptible to physical damage more so than magical damage, so overall this shouldn't be that big of a problem of a lane for him. Of course, it is a kind of a problem that he has no trees to cut down.
It's the favourite pastime of Dota Pro players, cutting down trees when there's a Treant Protector in the game. Just looking around the lanes as well, Kami's doing okay. The most lasted Storms right here on the 9. Only 5 on Young G on this Embers right here. And again, it's only the first 2 minutes of the game. It's not game over right here because he's 5 lasts behind the Storms. It just does mean it's going to be a little bit of a harder start here though for Young G.
It's to be expected. The Storm usually wins melee matchups, and everybody knows the Storm versus the Ember matchup. Of course, with all the nerfs coming in, it is gonna be quite nice. And Zayats, he picks up the water rune, doesn't allow Chira to get down, and Chira eats the wrong tree.
Yeah, he was trapped in on the cliff there. He couldn't get through, and now he's going to be taking a lot of damage. This was what I was talking about, but we're going to be baited into it as Dominic gets the kill until the end with the trample damage, with that Decrepify, and with the Nether Blast.
You missed the first blood again?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ah, true. I get it. It's just a standard, right? There was something else more important happening on the map, but that move from Zayats, it does equalize the mid lane, really.
Yeah,
so
it really helps the Ember out.
That's huge.
Giving him that extra water, well, not the extra water room, but the water room over Chira Jr. So he's got that more sustain as well. You can see Chira Jr. being harassed down here. And speaking about being harassed down bottom lane, do they want to go back for it? No, they do not. So back into the mid lane. Yeah, Chira Jr. pretty much no health and no mana left. So Young G, Sleight of Fist in 1 second. Does he want to go for that? Nah, it's only level 1, so probably not.
No, but with the TP of the Nature's Prophet ready, the Storm cannot get close to the creeps.
Yeah.
Just impossible.
has to play it really defensively here, Chira Jr., until he's got some regen coming through. And in fact, for the four branches, excuse me, in the inventory, just trying to pad stats. It looks like Young G though. That's the TP. Blood grenade comes in. Chira Jr. underneath the tier 1 tower. Oh, for shame as Young G picks up the kill.
Yep, it does leave the center all alone, but it's not enough to finish him off. He even has the healing Lotus to play with, and Zayat is now back to show them that he's still the boss.
Yep, and it's... I mean, Laser's got that Ring of Health as well, so he's got that extra regen coming through. Not going to be close. It's bottom lane. Did they want to go for another one? They don't get the slowdown until the end. And in fact, with that Nature's Grasp coming through as well, Dominic slowed down just a little bit here, but he's going to be going towards those phase boots.
I'm liking that they killed Chira, and now they allow him to get a water rune, because now it really doesn't matter. He came back to the lane full mana, full HP, so who cares about a little water rune? That extra bonus HP and mana isn't really going to make a difference. If they hadn't killed him, they definitely would have been taking that away with the Nature Prophet.
What's the Pugna doing? Is the Pugna trying to get some... Oh, he's just getting the ward down, I guess, on the cliff to make sure there's no Ember Spirit rotations behind, no Nature's Prophets, you know, trying to steal stacks, anything like that. Laze, how is he looking in the lane here? Munkushi, do they want to try and go for it? They're not chasing down, just a little bit of harass onto Laze before he gets that Vanguard out. But Zayat does move through the jungle here, and in fact, I think we saw it on the ward. No, it's just a low ground ward here, but Zayat still going for the chase down. Chira Jr. only level 4, so doesn't have that ball line in a way if he does get caught in the Sprout.
You see, now when he's not playing the Train Protector, they're tipping him, right? Because they're not that much afraid of him.
Fair enough. It's still a lot of damage onto Chira Jr. though with that Sprout. And he's just been forced, well, not forced into the jungle, but it looks like he feels like he's going to get more farm and be a lot more comfortable inside the jungle here. Sprout comes out once again. Sweden Strong trying to chase down onto Zayat.
So much damage.
Yeah.
It's insane. And yeah, Sweden Strong is here, and Zayat is not.
And no way to stop it. Meanwhile... Did he get... Dominic gets the bounty rune here. He's going to be able to get the pull and get himself away as well. Phase Boots going to be the one item away. Meanwhile, the top lane actually lays. This is before he's going to be able to get his Vanguard. One more right click. Is it going to be enough? Leech Seed comes through. It's going to keep him alive. And now respecting front of 3 heroes here. He's going to go down. Doesn't get the kill. I think he was looking for the Chilling Touch attack. You know, just to get that one last right click off onto Laze. But Laze, he's going to be fine.
And the thing is, Laze would have died, but the Leech Seed healed him up. And you saw how he was getting closer to get those heals up, as he knows that the right clicks of the A don't really hurt him all that much, and the heals are going to be benefiting him a lot. Now, after that, he just needs one more creep, and the Vanguard is going to be up, meaning that Munkushi's illusions are not going to be a problem for him any longer.
No. Taking a look at the net worth here, Ember Spirit, after having his the assists in the mid lane, it's going to be top of the net worth. Nagasar in 4th on the net worth, behind the Weaver. So the Weaver not having a too bad a time here. Even before the time lapse comes out, before you get that pulverize, there's no real control on the Weaver. He is just going to be able to slip slide in and out, and they're even going to be able to go into Sweden Strong. Sweden Strong, he drops that near the wards. He's going to try and go for the TP. Do they have enough damage to get the kill? They do not, and they're going to get a little bit of extra. It's a consolation prize. The 20 gold for Zayat taking that nether ward down.
Young G getting ahead of himself and using the Seeing Change. Chira is back to the mid lane. He thinks he can get the level 6 here, and he's probably right. Without the glyph available, he'll get his level 6, and he's no longer that easy of a target.
Yeah, and he's got a double damager in there as well, and a full bottle, so if they do go on him, he can try and turn that one around. Had the backing of the AA behind him as well, so extra magic damage coming through from the Ice Vortex, and yeah, they just back themselves up on the side of Team Klee.
This is really big that they kept the Storm down, right? Because if you look at it, him hunting down the Treant and the Nature's Prophet in this game is of the utmost importance for the entirety of their lineup to work. And with him having such a bad game, it's just not going to be easy.
No.
It's going to be impossible.
Oh, he dives onto the Pugna, and another one's going to be down now as well, but Young G... he's going to be able to walk underneath the tier 1 tower, drops a Remnant. Yeah, going to be able to get the heal, come right back to that Remnant after jumping to the base with the TP.
It did look scary, but the Storm is so underfarmed that he doesn't feel confident going forward. Plus, there was 7 1 charges and the Fairy Fire, so a lot of HP of the Ember Spirit needed to be went through, and they just didn't have enough.
They're going to be able to go into the Nagasar. Nagasar has the song. Is this going to be a good setup here? Primal Beast TP's in. He's got that level 6, so he has the Pulverize. Who's he going to try and go towards here? It looks like he's going to be able to do a little bit of damage, but the Stampede comes out now. Oh no, the Onslaught to catch up, but he still doesn't go for the ultimate. I guess no follow-up damage. Yeah, they're going to try and go Young G. Maybe he goes for it here. here. Who are they going to be able to go towards until the end? The Sprout comes out. They've actually got the control into the Primal Beast. The Primal Beast taking a lot of damage. Pulverize is going to be used. Do they have enough damage to follow up? Maybe get a kill themselves here. As Zayats did take down Dominic. It's going to be the dive forward. Young G TP in. Zayats was that Sprout. Does he have the mana to try and get himself away from it? He does if he needs to. But the Searing Chains, the lockdown. Young G gets the kill.
He only had 200 mana. He couldn't get to the low ground. He needed to get closer to the cliff, and it just gave enough time for the Searing Chains to come back off cooldown.
Okay, so why wasn't a fan? They're going to get another Searing Chains coming through here. Naga's starting to go for Young G. Young G trying to do what he can. Pugnut going to try and walk himself away towards the tier 2 tower. He still takes way too much damage now. The Ensnare comes out. Do they have the damage? Nope. He's got a remnant to jump all the way back to.
The storm is going in. I don't think he can do this alone.
Dom, but Chira Jr., he wants to kill onto Zayats. He's going to spend all of his mana to get this one as well. He does actually get it in the end. Now a little bit more mana coming out till the end. The Vortex drag back as well. Respect, what can he do? He's only level 4. No Ice Blast to come out, but till the end, he's going to be... I mean, he's going to be okay as well. You know, he's got himself those stick charges. He's got the Raindrop as well. So he's not lost all of his life, but he's lost a decent amount.
I really like that Young G. He wasn't trying to like maneuver around that fight or something that we see from some players. No, he just no hesitation leaves the remnant and goes back to the base. That dissuades the Stone Spirit from going for any kind of a chase. And if he did, that probably would have ended in his death.
Yeah, TP in there from the Nature's Prophet. At least he teased it, not coming through. You've got your 2 supports behind you. In terms of Zayats, did he get both Wisdom Runes? I can only see the one at the very top, but I've got to assume that was something that... Yeah.
You can scroll that, you know? Yeah, he did get both of them.
Okay, Dominic gets the kill until the end. That's quite nice. Sweden Strong getting close to the 6 here. Ancient Apparition, only level 4. So he's going to struggle a little bit. Maybe get some solo XP in the mid lane to try and get to that 6. Because that is going to be a big pickup once it comes out.
It's so huge. You brought down the Storm and you... destroyed the AA's game. Like, it's insane. Until like minute 15, 17. Klim Sani4 aren't gonna be able to they're not gonna be able to do anything. They just don't have the damage to bring heroes down.
No. Dominic just wants to go back to farming. Once that Blade Mill has his phase boots, you've got again the stacks coming out for Sweden Strong, just to try and help him along here, get him to that the extra goal, get his mana boots up, and get him as close to level 6 as possible. Because probably hangs around while these stacks are being taken just to get that extra XP. Hell, a couple of Nether Strikes here, Nether Blast. He might be able to take them himself.
Unkushi is a hard kill. They're looking towards him, but they don't have the blink. They don't have the right initiation to go for it. He can just use the song and easily get himself away from a rough spot.
Yeah, it's going to be nice when he gets that Manta style out as well. Makes it even harder to get the gank on him. But Munkushi, like you say, just going to be able to send these illusions in to farm up. And okay, you're forcing him back behind the tier 2 tower, but he's not going to be short of places to farm.
Tommy on the Weaver was thinking about a Maelstrom, but now he switched it to a Death. So I guess they probably had a talk between them, and Young G probably persuaded him, man, I'm having a great game. I can deal with illusions myself. Go and kill the supports. And that's not too bad of a division of labor, to be honest, because you're gonna be just 3-shotting the AA.
Yeah, Ember Spirit's going for his Maelstrom, so he's going to have that up in about 1200 gold, just underneath 1200 gold. So yeah, it's like you say, he's not having a bad game. So the Weaver wants to focus, I guess, on the solo kills, while Young G, like you say, will be able to deal with these illusions.
One thing that Klee have been doing really badly in this game is rune control, or Klim Sani4 have been doing an amazing job at doing it, because Chira Jr., I feel like every single power rune went his way.
They're going to go for a 3-man, or at least a 2-man smoke, and then a rotation through as well. Centaur, though, off to the left-hand side. Going to be able to get those lotuses. And again, going for the pipe. Doesn't feel pressure to have to be the one to engage, going for that blink dagger. He feels comfortable enough just to stick around, get that pipe out.
You already did well. Now it's time for Klim Sani4 to actually get kills, because they have level 6 on the AA and they're not getting kills. So if you can prevent that for the longest period of time without losing many towers, without allowing the Naga Siren to get on your part of the map and just outpush multiple waves, you are very happy.
Look at this as well. The Weaver's going to try and chase down Treant's close as well. Till the end, coming out Sweden strong. Just got to go for the G-Crab. Do they want to overgrowth? They do. They want to overgrowth for the kill. Was that life drain? Not going to be able to find a target in the trees. Weaver gets the kill from a distance. And yeah, the Pugna goes down. Only costs him an overgrowth.
And the mid lane tower falls as well. It
Vortex.
might cost them the sides kill. Nobody really cares. He's fine.
Yeah, the Stampede saved his life there. I think he would have been hit by the Ice Blast and potentially be followed up by the Primal Beast there for the kill.
Yeah, Ice Blast plus 2 more hits from the Storm would have been enough for the kill, but you have the Stampede, you have that little bit of a save. This is, you know, little things are increasing the goal lead of Klee significantly in this game. And bottom tower is falling as well. Again, coming back to it, you have ways to deal with the waves. You just use the Nature's Prophet ulti, and then you can go for these objectives. And it is completely different from what we were seeing in the previous game, where the team with the Naga Siren, that was Klee, they were the ones applying pressure constantly, and Klim Sani4 weren't able to do any significant tower damage for the majority of the game.
And we'll see just how they're going to try and answer back onto this tower, because there's been, I mean, Dominic's shown to the creep, but there's the 2 supports behind him. Are they going to be able to get there in time? It looks like they're not even going to try and go for this one. So yeah, the Weaver should be away here. Yeah. Not really overstepping. And Kami's quietly having a good game. Like I say, he's not really been contested 1-0-0. He's got all his farm. He's going to be going towards the BKB next after the Desolator. Is that something you'd like to see with him not really being contested? You know, or would you like to see another damage item come out first for Kami?
Yeah, sure. Like, we've seen the Weavers just go for these glass cannon builds, and it seems to be working out most of the time. So I have no issues with builds like that. You have the Dragon Lance, you have the Magic Wand, the Time Lapse, and the Shikuchi are already spells that are gonna be giving you quite a lot. So you're most definitely fine going for damage items, and there it is. The Desu is already done. So good luck to these poor supports from Klim Sani4, because they're gonna be in a world of pain.
Yeah, and it looks like he just wants to, again, just continue. Look at that Sweden strong, the right clicks coming through, even just from the 1 Mithril Hammer. And this, do you just deny this tower? Just let it go? I mean, it's getting close to going, or is this a bait to try and get Kami to come in close and then try and deal with him?
I'm guessing it was a bait at the start, but then they're like, okay, this is taking way too long. Get it out of the way and just go and try to do something else.
Okay. Yeah, Desolator flown in now finally for Weaver. Going to go for the BKB. And with how quiet a game he's having, like the BKB over the Shard, right? Because he's not really joining the fights. He's not really being ganked a whole lot. There's no pressure. He's just quietly farming along. So yeah, I kind of like the BKB before the Shard, but I'd expect the Shard to come out next for the Weaver.
Shard is great in terms of farming, so I wouldn't hate it. To be honest, though, with the amount of pressure that they are applying, he might not even want to go to the side to farm, right? He might just want to be on the lane, and then whoever attempts to push it out, whoever attempts to show himself, he's just going to be bringing him down, and BKB is much better for that.
Yeah, true. Jump in, Lace. He's going to be able to get himself away from this one. Has a Stampede if he needs it, but the Pulverize comes out. Did manage to get the pipe off, but he will still go down, and now the Stampede comes out, so they might try and fight with the Overgrowth. The Netherward, it's going to be doing a lot of damage, but Sweden Strong will go down here. Shiro Jr. gets that shield ring, going to pop it immediately, and the chase, the follow-up. Looks like they're not going to go any further than that.
Even with the pipe, they were able to bring him down. It just goes to show that Klee, they got sleepy in this game.
Yep, jump over the high ground now as well. They're going to be able to get on top of the Treant Protector. The Treant Protector is going to go down. Young G taking a lot of damage. Is he going to be able to get himself away? He's got one more Remnant to jump to, and it looks like Kira Jr. not going to be able to catch up. Respect does go down to Kami in the back lines. Do they have a sentry? Anything to control him here? Well, the Pulverize is back up. This might be enough damage. It is going to be enough damage. Couldn't get the time lapse off. He's just straight up dead.
Yeah, as a glass cannon, you cannot run into the 3 enemy cores because just their right clicks, they're gonna kill you, and that's exactly what he did. So a big mistake from Kami. He did run down the AA, and that was fine. But then when you get on top of this many core heroes, well, you're just gonna be taken down easily. So that's a huge mistake from Kami, not really understanding the strengths or weaknesses of his hero.
Yeah, and I would have expected him to just be like, okay, I'm going to leave. I don't even know why he came right back into that one. Maybe just trying to back up his teammate, but overextended. And by that time, it's too late. Just gets caught out.
So Chira, he's kind of back in this game. It is only 1,000 gold behind the Ember, which is significant, but not nearly as significant as it used to be. And well, he's gonna get a bonus kill again.
Yep, a little bit more gold, gonna close that gap as the Ember Spirit. I mean, the Ember Spirit's close here, but he's got a run to jump away to on the map. Is it in the river? It is in the river though. So, and Snow comes out. Well, they might be able to get this. The Ice Blast, it's not even going to be needed though. Just a bit of a celebration, the fireworks after the fact, and now they get the trample onto Zayat, and Zayat, he gets caught out on the other side of the river. That's a quick 3 kills here for Clint, and they're just straight back into it.
I was thinking that these kind of mistakes were going to be happening from Klim Sani4, considering they've had such a long day. This is their 6th game, and you're going to be, yeah, 6 games, that's not that much. First 2 that they played were 84 and 62 minutes, right? So that is going to be draining you so much, and they even lost that series. And now they were losing the start of this game, so I thought, okay, they might start falling apart right now. You know, your nerves can get to you, the fatigue can get to you, but no, it's actually Klee that are making some uncharacteristic mistakes.
Yeah, no, Kami's going to show on the wave here. Dominic, does he get in close? Gucci, oh, into the trees here. Kami's just going to go for the T. Not going to go for the TP. Okay, he's got that TP up now, so he's going to steal a couple of Lotuses. BK,
he's going to wait for his teammates. They're coming in the smoke.
Do they want to fight this here? I suppose, yeah, the Naga Siren isn't here, and Kami... Oh, the Nature's Prophet TP behind. Do they have any vision on this one? They don't, so they're not going to see it. The jump comes in now. They're going to be able to get to the back lines as well. Pugna, he drops something near the water. It is to be bouncing around. Meanwhile, on the front lines here, Zayat, he's already got the kill into Sweden Strong, and Dominic's going to try and do what he can with this play mail till the end, taking a lot of damage, taking a whole lot of damage, but it looks like they're just going to get the TP away. No, Sleight of Fist here and Chains comes through, and that's going to be the death. Whereas that Ice Blast, he's already going to be using it. Kami, he might go down for this. One more right click here for Chira, and Chira's going to be able to pick it up, so it's going to be a 3 for 2. No, there was a buyback. Who bought back? Sweden Strong bought back. So a 3 for 3. 4 for 3.
The thing here is that the setup for Klee was so good, right? The Weaver dodges a gank. They're all baited in. You come from 4 different angles, but the thing is they never collapsed onto one target, one big target like the Storm Spirit. They were all over the place, like, oh, I'm gonna kill this guy, yeah, I'm gonna kill this guy. It's taking way too long, and then the Storm and the Naga Siren are getting the damage and in the end winning the fight. This is not something that you can allow to happen. You went for this glass cannon build on the Weaver, then play with your team and use every single stun that they use to just delete heroes and get yourself in a good position in the fight, because this is not how you do it.
No, and now again, we talked about the Weaver having it quite... Oh, they got the Ensnare out onto the M Spirit now as well. Do they have the damage to follow up? Ice Blast, let it go further, let it go to the Remnant if you have to. In fact, the Ice Blast, he's got himself some protection. The Storm Spirit's going to be diving in deep here. You get Young G, because Young G, he just could not dive to the Remnant, and even the Treant's going to go down as well. So a good couple of pickups. This opens up the Tier 2 tower. You've got your Siege Keep here as well. If you want to, you can carry on pushing onto this Tier 2.
Starting to look way too easy. The Ember even had to buy a Yules as he's dying when he gets netted. And he doesn't want to be KB, he didn't want to Manta, and this Yules is just not good enough, because the A blast can clip you even when you're in the air, and then you're gonna be easily taken down after it, especially if you're super low. So I'm very surprised. Klee have been making mistakes over and over again in this game, and well, they're getting punished every single time. So unless they find their footing fairly soon, it's gonna get out of their hands.
Yeah, Kami takes up the Wizard Rune here as well. He's still gonna be a ways away from that BKB.
Yeah, he's thinking BKB and then Mjolnir as he's looking at his Ember Spirit. You are gonna kill the Naga Illusions? Nope. Nope, with your Yules? Oh no, what are you gonna do? Just blow some wind there? No, that's not gonna happen.
Bottom lane, Zayat is going to be able to get the TP away. Nothing to deal with this, as he does get that route out. He does have the Aghanim Scepter here, so the Wrath of Nature, you've got that Entangle. But still, he gets himself away. That's going to be the Wrath of Nature used here, and it just gives a bit of confidence. The song, Moonkushi, he's not going to be able to find anyone with this.
Is that how the song goes? Moonkushi.
That's the song. Moonkushi uses the song. He sings a song.
I understand why nobody is sleeping to that one and just running away. It all makes so much sense now. But speaking of runes, Jira again gets it. Like every single rune went to the storm. I don't know what the hell this is, how the hell this is happening, Rob. So first they stole that first water rune from the storm. After that, he made it his life mission to bottle every single rune and punish them for it. And it's just going so well for him.
They have vision on Young G here. They could get
back.
Jump, smoke coming in. Yeah, he's actually just like physically gonna wait for him. Okay, good jump to the Remnant.
Yeah, he's not playing around any longer, and it is gonna be the Wrath of Nature that actually pushes out that wave. So at least you have that going for you if you're Klee. You are gonna make sure that the waves are pushed out, and though it's not really gonna stop your enemies from killing Grosh, is it?
It is not here as Roche being drained out. They've got so much. They can just go for this and uncontested. The Nature's Prophet already pushing out that top lane. You know, he's not going to get involved in this one. And quickly that Roche goes down. Chira Jr. going to get himself an Aegis.
It is going to be an Aegis for him, and he will get a BKB next. So good luck killing this guy. You don't really have too many BKB piercing disables, and catching the storm with an overgrowth is already hard enough. So this is pretty big. You're going to be needing to kill him, let's say with a hoof stomp that surprises him, and then just destroy him with the Weaver and the Ember. And at this point in the game, you might not even have the damage to do so.
Yeah, I know. I don't think you have the lockdown to completely, you know, render the storm dead, I guess, especially with the Aegis. And how are they going to try and play around it? Because I think, yeah, you've got Klim now coming on the front foot. They want to be taking away the tier 2 towers. They want to be applying the pressure. And Klee, I don't know if they have enough. If Klim group up as 5, I don't know if they have enough to push them away.
Gushi's thinking about going for a disperser. I actually like this. You know, people have been dodging the diffusal blade on the Naga Siren for a very long time because it doesn't make much sense. You want more stats. But it is undeniable that the diffusal blade is one of the best damage items that the Naga Siren can have. So, and the disperser, it really does help you in this game. You remove the chains, you remove the overgrowth. All of those things, they are pretty important for you to get rid of.
Kami, you gotta be careful though, mate. Even if it's just an Naga Siren, you get netted, all of a sudden you have 5 heroes on top of you. So they are gonna be able to take down the tier 1 tower. They want to be taking away this map control away from the side of Team Klee. Nature's Prophet, I think he's not left this top lane. He's not left this little corner of the map. Well, he's gonna be forced to leave it now as the Ice Blast comes in. He is just straight up deleted.
It looks so easy. Jira, the storm that was being bullied, now 7 kills in a row. He was 0-2, now he's 7-2, and he's getting his grab on the guy that bullied him at the start. And speaking of bullying, Kami is getting bullied right now.
Yeah, uses the time lapse. So they have the control, they have the reveal, they have the damage. They're going to be able to get the pulverized. They have the kill. They do have the kill, and Kami even pops his BKB for that. What was that?
Yeah, that was a 9-second BKB. No, now it really feels bad, doesn't it, Rob?
Yeah, man. Like, if it had just died, it's like, yeah, okay, that sucks. But that's your 9-second BKB, dude.
Yeah, just die, accept your destiny. No, Rob, you fight until the end. The thing is, he should have popped the BKB the second he used his time lapse, as the damage from the Primal Beast would have been mitigated quite significantly.
Yeah, you see the silence coming out to Young G now, using that Yule Scepter just to try and purge it off, but it does mean that they're just going to let this tier 3 tower go, and there's no real way to stop it. And Centaur's trying to cut the wave, but the Naga Siren doesn't cut. He's going to go for range backs and say, okay, you want to cut the wave? You cut that mid wave. We've already taken down your range backs, now we're going to go for your top lane.
Oh, they haven't, though. He got taken down a little bit below half. But I guess if you push through the top lane, maybe with illusions, you can do it. Jira actually goes in.
Yep, Ice Blast is going to connect. The tree should shatter this. It is going to be the Aegis being recalled. I don't think there was very long left on it anyway, so he does make that big dive in. He's got his own BKB, 9 seconds, so the fresh BKB as the Centaur just continues to push to cut this wave, excuse me.
Yeah, now he's going to have to be dealing with the top wave as well as the creeps are entering the base. So if you want to, you can go for the range axis now.
Yeah, and you can see they come right back into this one. So the pressure being applied on both sides, or 2 out of the 3 sides here. Silence onto the side. He's just straight up dead. Yeah, there's no way he gets himself away from this one. The Soul Burn should be enough to get the kill. He's eventually going to go down. Munkushi gets it. The buyback comes out from the tree as well as the Nature's Prophet. And then immediately the song goes, and everybody's going to leave.
Oh, and you should write some songs, Rob. It's amazing how good you are with lyrics.
I just get stingy when I'm tired, and we've been going now for 8 hours 9 minutes after the 11 hours yesterday.
Only?
Yeah, only. Second series, you know, only 8 hours.
Yep, only 8 hours. Anyways, so it's only gonna take a couple of seconds for Klim Sani4 to get rid of the Tormentor, and it does give the shard to the AA. This time around, there is no discrimination towards the towards the Ancient Apparition, so he'll immediately get it, and that's another thing that is going to be a problem for Klee in general in this game. It's not like you already had enough problems. The stun from the Ice Blast is going to be another thing that you're going to have to keep tabs on, and well, that's not going to be too easy to do.
I can't believe we're only 28 minutes into this game. I was thinking we were like 40, 45 minutes in, but...
it does feel that way.
Yeah, with... the state of the game, you're pushing onto the high ground, trying to take for Klim, trying to take racks and just setting up like this. It does feel like we're a lot later on in the game.
Yeah, Klee are going for a smoke. If this doesn't work, it's gonna be a disaster. This might be one of your last real chances of staying in this tournament, in this qualifier.
Yep. And there is going to be the dive in him now as well. Yulstep comes out from Youngji. What is he going to be able to dive himself away to Chira, though? Taking a lot of damage. Has to get himself away. Lays. He's going to be hit by the Ice Blast. Do they get the kill onto the Storm? The Storm's trying to do his best. He's still got that BKB going. He's not going to be dead just yet, and nobody to catch him up. Doesn't have the ball. The ball's going to be in the backpack. Kami came into this one. He's trying to get the kill onto Cheer, but the Grapify keeps him alive. And now the hunt. Dominic, he doesn't have that pulverize for 10 seconds. BKB was the ensnare on the net here. He's going to be silenced up. The jump comes in. Storm Spirit from a distance. He has no mana left now. And Kami, he's not going to be able to get himself up onto the high ground. Surely no. The Root comes out with the cold feet. They get the kill. And they're going to be able to go into the base even further if they want to.
It's just looking so easy. Kami is doing a lot of damage, but the thing is that he was focusing the Storm and nobody got the stun on him. If there was a stun on Chira, maybe you would be able to take him down, but without the stuns, the Storm is just not gonna die. Weaver is not the type of hero that can bring down a Storm Spirit.
And that's the main lane broken. That mid lane has gone down. They're going to look to the two side lanes now, or at least to the top side lane. You've got one Naga Illusion on the bottom lane as well. Just keeping the creeps pushed in because you do still have a tier 2 tower there. So it looks like they want these two lanes of racks and might just then back up for the tier 2 on the bottom lane.
Yeah, and the next wave of creeps is coming through the mid lane, so you are going to have the creeps necessary if you want to continue with the push.
How did Team Klee push this one out? I mean, the Storm Spirit isn't there. But you've got no Weaver now for the next 14 seconds. What can they really do? In fact, there's going to be an Ice Blast coming in as well. They might just have get the kill onto the Ember Spirit. Ember Spirit, is it going to be enough? He's going to be rooted down. He's locked down. But for now, he isn't dead just yet. Primal Beast, at least the range Rax falls. Melee Rax still alive here. It looks like Klim, they're just going to leave there. They got what they wanted to, and they're going to back themselves away, not overstay the welcome.
You really don't have to. The thing is, Klee, the move is on them. They're the ones that have to leave the base right now when there's not all of the spells on the side of Klim Sani4. Because once they get them, you're just going to be pushing in the waves. They already have the creep equilibrium from the super creeps working in their favor. So it's now or never, Klee. That's why they're going for this last-ditch effort.
Yeah, smoking out. Kami leading the line here. Doesn't have the shard. It was going for the full Lanya. Does he have it? He doesn't have anything on career as well, so he's just shot on goal. Oh, Chira Jr. pops his BKB. They're going to be able to get the tap into the Pugna, though. Pugna is going to be alive for a little bit longer. The Ice Blast comes out now as well. I don't think connected onto anyone. Sweden strong with the drain. And Respect might be the one to go down. Munkushi gets a kill onto Zayats on top of the high ground, though. They do get the kill onto the AA. The Pulverize comes out. They get the kill onto the Weaver. The Weaver's gone. He has no buyback. He's straight up dead now. They get the Root. They get the Ensnare. Ember Spirit's gone. He does have a buyback, but this is going to cost them some, maybe all of their base.
The Weaver didn't get the BKB off, nor his ulti. He went for this glass cannon build other than the BKB, and then he's not getting it off. The thing is that he has lost the 9 and the 8-second charges for basically nothing.
The tree just disappears. The Munkushi steps
was a
in.
tree there?
Apparently there was a tree there.
I think you are you're imagining things.
And yeah, so you've got 3 heroes. I mean, this is life on the line here. Ember Spirit's still holding that buyback. 3 heroes without buyback. You're going to be pressure on your tier 2 tower now, so Megas could be coming out. Roshan's still going to be just under 2 minutes away. Do Klim need to step back, or do they want to step back and wait for Roshan, or are they just happy to carry on pushing and putting pressure on the base?
You put pressure, and if it comes to a point where you feel like you cannot break the high ground, you will go back to the Roche. Just because the way that Klee comes back into the game is that you overdive, they kill you, and they take the Roche, and that is a way for them back into this match. So if you feel threatened at any point when going up the high ground, you will focus on the Roche. But basically, the most important thing for Klim Sani4 right now to win this game is to apply pressure to the bottom lane. Mid lane and the top lane, they're gonna do that themselves. So if you control the bottom lane and that jungle, that's you controlling everything. That's why Klee have to smoke out immediately. Again, this is the real last ditch smoke, because if you lose this fight, there's really nothing else left.
Yeah. 4 heroes smoked up. The Nature's Prophet trying to do what he can to keep the pressure off this tier 2. Roshan respawns in 42 seconds. Do they cut off the Storm Spirit here? Does he get caught out?
That'd be huge.
They're going to be able to get on top of him now as well. He pops up PKB. They're going to be able to get the ball out in the way. Just go over to his teammates. And yeah, and now, do they want to try and go in with a song? It looks like they don't even need it. They've got the lockdown onto Young G. Pulverize comes out, and that damage coming through. Overgrowth does get used now as well. Ice Blast going to be onto the Weaver. Do they have enough damage to kill the Weaver off? He's going to be drained by his life, and he is going to go down to Sweden Strong. Lay is trying to do his best to get on top of the AA, and even the Nature's Prophet right-clicking him down now as well. But look at this Munkushi. He gets that and Snare out, and you've got Dominic. He's going to try and disrupt Young G. Meanwhile, Lays, he's trying to get himself away from this, taking way too much damage. They've got the disarm, they've got the hex, they've got the control, they've got the kills on pretty much everybody. I don't even know if they need this Roshan. GG is going to be called.
Yeah, they call GG. They're aware that this game is out of their hands. I really at least like the decisiveness of Klee in these last few engagements, where they know, okay, we killed the wave, we have to get out. If we stay in our base, it's just going to be impossible to fight, and we're going to be getting further and further behind. But I just wish they would have been this decisive when it was time to push their lead, because they had it in this game. They had their lead. They had a very strong Ember Spirit, and once they took down all of the towers, they just stopped. They stopped completely. They're like, oh,